Welcome to our channel. In this video, we are going to talk about luxury and expensive female shoes. So before starting, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for future updates. Cinderella demonstrates how a new pair of shoes can completely transform a woman's life. Imagine yourself in the most expensive women's shoes available. If you're not sure which brand to go with, follow the steps below to find the most expensive and luxury shoes you've been dreaming of wearing to your next big party. So, without further ado, go ahead and take a look at them. Number 8. Stuart Weitzman. Stuart Weitzman began his career creating shoes for his father's Massachusetts shoe store, Seymour Shoes. He took a year off to complete his schooling at the Wharton School, then returned to the family business. However, due to his father's death, the company was quickly sold to a Spanish firm. He did, however, continue to design for the company for the next 20 years, eventually repurchasing it in 1994. His shoes quickly gained a following and were a staple on red carpets. The platinum and diamond studded shoes, which were worth over $1 million, were the most popular. He has the record for producing the most costly women's shoes, valued at $3 million. Number 7. Brian Atwood. To be courageous is to be free. Brian Atwood founded his company on this premise, and he believes that you should never compromise on anything you do. Brian Atwood was one of the few designers engaged by Versace directly in Italy. After a successful tenure, he felt compelled to look into it more. That's how, in 2001, he launched one under his name and got off to a flying start. He had always believed that footwear could make or break an ensemble, but he had no idea he'd be designing them until Versace assigned him to the position. His label has gone on to become not only the most coveted shoe brand but also a prominent challenger in the luxury market. Number 6. Alexander McQueen. Alexander McQueen is one of the newer luxury labels, having been formed roughly 25 years ago. However, because of the quirky styles McQueen presented, it immediately gained appeal. Alexander McQueen began his career as a designer at Givenchy and quickly rose to the position of chief designer. He stepped out and began his brand, designing items unlike everyone else's. People believe that you can only relate to such absurd accessories if you have Lady Gaga's taste, but this is not true. Even a single pair of his shoes may set you apart and is well worth the money. Number 5. Walter Steiger. Walter Steiger was a Geneva-based designer who founded his company in 1932 and specialized in making shoes out of unusual materials. His designs were avant-garde even for the time. Walter Steiger Jr., his oldest son, followed in his father's footsteps and took over the family business. In 1974, Walter Steiger Jr. founded a business in Paris that quickly became a hit. He went on to open stores in Milan, London, and New York, among other cities. Walter Steiger remains at the top of the made-to-measure luxury footwear business for both men and women, thanks to traditional workmanship, unique processes, and high-quality materials. Number 4. Jimmy Choo. In comparison to other companies, Jimmy Choo has the most loyal and premium consumer base, ranging from Princess Diana to Carrie Bradshaw. Choo Yang Keat, a Malaysian designer who comes from a dynasty of shoe designers, founded Jimmy Choo, yet none of his previous ventures were as successful. He began by creating custom-made shoes, an idea that quickly caught on. In a flash, he was dubbed the designer. From shoes to pumps, Jimmy Choo has an attention to detail that no one else seems to have, which is why his work continues to captivate individuals from all walks of life. Number 3. Manolo Blahnik. Manolo Blahnik is known as the Holy Father of heels. He is a firm believer in the power of heels and crafts them by hand with the same zeal. His creations are one of a kind, custom-made, and not mass-produced. He began his shoe-making career when he met Diana Vreeland, the editor-in-chief of Vogue, in 1968. In 1971, he debuted his first shoe collection, and he hasn't looked back since. Manolo Blahnik's masterpieces have been seen on red carpets, in movies, and on television shows, and by some of Hollywood's biggest personalities. He's the real deal. Number 2. Christian Louboutin. When you see a Louboutin, you'll know it. The most remarkable aspect about Louboutin's story is that he got into shoe design by accident. He was expelled from school and went on to work in a variety of occupations. In the early 1980s, he began working as a freelance shoe designer. He created his label after a few years. After watching his assistant paint her nails red, he got the idea for the groundbreaking red soles. The sneakers quickly gained popularity. Some of them were wearing dangerously high heels. Despite the counterfeit concerns and the legal struggle with YVS over the red soles, Louboutin remains one of the world's most expensive shoe brands. Number 1. Miu Miu. Few people are aware that Miuccia Prada got the moniker Miu Miu from her family's nickname. While Prada provided customers with simple, elegant, and sophisticated designs, Miu Miu was on the opposite end of the spectrum. Miu Miu's fashion sense was rebellious, flamboyant, and varied, and people fell in love with it right away. The brand pioneered notions such as couture, luxury, and feminism, which were far from mainstream at the time. Its strategy, collections, pictures, and other elements were all bold, in keeping with the company's credo. This brand's shoes continue to captivate ladies to this day. So that's it for today. What do you think of our video? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and would like to hear more from us, please subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications before you go. Thank you so much for watching us.